What kind of repair kits do you need for your white gas stove? I have an MSR XGK stove here. I've used this for over a year of my life, camping in all sorts of extreme conditions, but sometimes I've had trouble. What sort of gear do you need? That's what I'm going to show you in this video, so stay tuned. The first thing is a backup pump. Simply don't rely on bringing one pump because things fail. I have had the check valve fail. That actually locked up and caused fuel to spray all over me. I have had the gasket fail inside here where you put the fuel line. I've dropped this in the snow. If you drop a white gas stove and you get this stone in the snow, your white gas stove will stop working until you fully dry this out. And I promise you, you're not going to be able to do that in the field. I have seen one of my climbing buddies broke the neck of his pump. He was pumping and snap, he busted that off. I mean, I've seen a lot of failures. So if you're going to go out on a long trip, at least bring 2 pumps. They're relatively cheap. And believe me, when your pump breaks, you're going to realize that, wow, that was a huge mistake. I'll show you how much they weigh in a moment. The little gasket in here can fail. In fact, this guy feels kind of tight. I probably need to replace it and oil it. But let's see how much this weighs. I mean, it's like super, super light. 2.4 ounces or 66 grams. 66 grams for my buddy on Denali, not to starve and like dehydrate. Yeah, that's a thing. But you also want to consider bringing, oops, this part's missing, bringing a funnel, because how do you transfer your fuel from the big container to the low container? The fuel funnel. This thing is super, super handy when you need to do big transfers. I brought this to Antarctica because, well, I had to pour from 1 gallon into small little things, and I didn't want to pour fuel all over the place because every ounce of fuel mattered. So having a funnel is a big deal. Now, there are 2 different repair kits for MSR white gas stoves. At least buy the baby kit. If you're going on a big expedition, buy the big kit. And mark it with a date because the little gaskets do die. Let me show you what's in the little baby kit here. All right. Whoa, already dropped it. Pump oil all over the place. So here's the baby kit. Let me turn the light so you can see it. There we go. Hopefully the light doesn't fall over. And inside the baby kit, they have a new ring because those actually fail. There's pump cup oil because that, oh yeah, the pump cup fails. I forgot about that. In here is a close safety pin because you're going to need to pick stuff out. You'd be amazed what you need. It comes with a crazy tool that opens everything on your stove that you're going to need as well. And then this kit is loaded with all sorts of colorful gaskets, from the neck to the insertion to the little check valve. I mean, there's literally everything. Don't go out camping without your baby kit if you have your white gas stove. And you might say, well, Aaron, my white gas stove checked out fine. Yeah, well, what happens when it gets all carboned up and you damage the gaskets? You know, things happen. I've seen it all. Seen people have a failure. How heavy is this kit? Well, let's find out. Turn this on, you think, oh, this really doesn't matter? Okay. This 38 grams, right? Or like 1.4 ounces can totally help you recover your stove and keep going. But the Expedition Mega Kit, this is a whole other level. It gets you instructions on how to repair. I mean, this is like a complete field stove rebuild kit for your stove. It shows the old and new design of the check valves. I mean, this thing is chock full of goodness. Let's see if I can spill it out here. So check that out. It's got the ring. It's got the fiberglass flame diffuser. It's got a full repair hose for the pump because you're going to need that. But this thing Also comes with a little needle so you can poke out the jet and clean that. Comes with the other tools and the other thing that the baby kit did, but this not only comes with every O-ring you can imagine, but the lock, the pump cup, the check valve, somewhere in there's a check valve ball, jets. I mean, this thing is loaded and even has a shaker needle in there. I mean, the Expedition kit will literally allow you to fully repair your stove, to disassemble it while on your knees praying that your stove works again because you're getting dehydrated. So if you're going on a very long expedition, I cannot recommend the Expedition kit enough. Yes, it's expensive, but yes, when you're 1,000 miles from nowhere and your stove fails and fails spectacularly, how are you going to get that bad boy back in business? The Expedition kit is well worth the money, but at least always carry the baby kit so you can get your stove going and understand how to use it, because when there's something wrong with the pump cup and it's not working, how do you get this thing out? You have to position this just right. Let's see if I can turn this here without breaking it, because that's always funny. Push it here, put it right into place, turn it just like that, push it here, turn it, and you can take it out. My pump cup has plenty of oil. You can inspect it for cleanliness, put it back together just like this, because the first time I had my pump fail, I could not remember that, but MSR actually puts instructions on this to show you 1, 2, 3, how to push this down to one position, to turn it, to take it apart. That way you can figure it out. And I had to figure this out when I was freezing and hypothermic. It was really pretty entertaining, let me tell you. So definitely prepare and train how to do this. This little guy, you twist it, pops out, it's got a spring. It'll shoot out in the snow. So when you take this off, hold it for dear life, because you lose this, poop, you're over. So definitely some challenges when you are working with a liquid fuel stove. Some people say isobutane or those canister stoves are great. Yeah, right, go to Greenland or somewhere. That will be a joke. So definitely be prepared to fully repair your stove with these kits, and your life will be much better. This information is featured in my book, Two Friends and a Polar Bear. Thank you very much for watching. Please ask questions in the comments so that way I can bring more information to you that you care about to help you out and also other people. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.